Okay. I try not to make these recordings when I'm upset about something, and I've kind of gone a little time here without making one because I am mourning my father, um, and got told by, well, not indirectly told by um, some family, that the way I'm mourning is wrong. How I'm expressing myself while I'm mourning and what I'm sharing while I'm mourning is wrong. And that's hurtful, but when people are mourning the loss of a loved one, everybody does it differently. And some people just can't understand when you're not doing it the way they do it. That it's inappropriate to make you feel worse than you're already feeling because somebody died. And I've been a little more lifted up because my transfer finally went through for a Home Depot here in Las Vegas. And when I was tickled, and I got in and got my training for my new position that I was offered done as quickly as possible, so that I could be ready to hop right into it, because I had originally been told that they would like me to start Monday, this week, at the beginning of the week, and that didn't quite happen. I actually didn't start on my first day in my new position was actually yesterday, which was Thursday. So kind of a slow start there. Got a week paycheck because which is better. It's still better than no paycheck, but week because I didn't really accumulate very many hours doing my training. And this week's, of course, going to be weak, but next week it looks better. And so I'm feeling a little bit better, because it's because I have found myself homeless with my kids before. That's something that's very clear in my mind is a possibility that could happen to me no matter how hard I work, or because things happen, and sometimes things that happen are not things that are within your control, and all you can do is try to survive it. And I was fortunate that the period of time I was homeless with my kids was very short. I try not to think about that time very much because they were little. I mean, Cherokee was a tiny thing at that time, and now she's a grown-up woman. And Charlie's an adult too, and I lied and told them we were on vacation. So because I was already terrified, I didn't want my two little kids to be terrified as well with me. Like I said, luckily it was a very short period of time. It was, I think, about a month before we found housing. But like I said, I've been feeling a little lifted up here, with things finally, getting back to work, and happy to get back to work and be learning things, and doing some on the job training to go with the computer training that I did, and very, very happy to do that. But I got called to the principal's office, so to speak. I've been with Home Depot for nearly 3 years, and in August it will be 3 years. And I've been very happy to work there. I especially loved working freight. Because there is a joy in having a job. You come in, you do it, and you do your best, and you get the job done, and you go home feeling like you accomplished something. But the position I got offered here is service desk, which means I'm going to be in direct customer contact, and like I said, I kind of got called to the principal's office to be told that something about myself is wrong again. And this is when I chose Home Depot, and I applied over and over again, to get in. It was because I had carefully looked up the website, and I had gone through their things and whatnot. And when you go to culture, and I have it over here on the other side of the computer screen, you go to culture and you go to diversity, the first paragraph you see here says, diversity is the unique set of differences and similarities that our associates, customers, and suppliers bring to the Home Depot. Inclusion is welcoming and accepting differences to ensure that associates, customers, and suppliers can openly share their perspectives and bring their whole selves to the Home Depot every day. And I basically got told I cannot bring my whole self to work every day. We all have different ways that we were raised and different cultural things and different heritages. And I come from a very multicultural, multi-heritage background. And there are some things about that culture and those cultures and those heritages that I have embraced and have become part of who I am. I got told suddenly that I can't wear this to work, and that I may be excessively pierced. When I went in to interview the first time for the original position I was hired for, I was wearing my earrings, I was wearing my nose screw. I didn't put on any airs or try to pretend that I was somebody that I wasn't, and when I went to go meet different people at the Home Depots here, again, I didn't try to hide anything. I was wearing my piercing, I was wearing my earrings, I went as myself, and when I got asked to come back and interview with the manager at my new Home Depot, again, I didn't try to hide anything. The piercing was in. I haven't removed it in years. I don't remove it. Not that it can't be removed if I needed to. But I think I would only need to for a medical reason. And the earrings were in, and so when you go in, here I am, this is who I am, making sure that you are who you are is acceptable for whatever position they want you for, and you're not told there on the spot that this might be an issue or that might be an issue. Can you do this? Can you do that? Do you have any culture? And this is like very spiritual thing for me here, because I prayed hard before I went and got this. This is a very spiritual decision for me, and somebody is now stepping on my spiritual toes. They're stepping on my cultural toes. They're stepping on they're stepping on my parts of my heritage, and I'm just like, okay, that's not what it says when you go and look under careers for Home Depot about diversity. You say that's welcome, and now you're telling me I'm not welcome. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Story of my life. Will she have a job? Won't she have a job? I don't understand. I'm in Las Vegas, the land of bling. and you're telling me my conservative little nose screw, I don't know. I'm shocked. That's what I am. I'm shocked. I don't get it. I don't understand. And when, I guess the supervisor didn't initially say anything to me, but like I said, I kind of got called back to the office, and she was trying to explain to me what I was going back for, and she was on the phone with the gentleman back in the office, and she's upset. I wasn't like upset, crying or shouting or anything like that. I was confused, and stunned, and like I said, flabbergasted that suddenly we're going to say something about this. And I pulled out some SOP to show me, and I don't care what the SOP says, and I don't care if it's usually okay if you're on nights and you usually don't deal with customers. If it's going to be like that, it should be like that across the board for everybody, and not just because you're in a certain position or another. The rules should apply flat out for everybody, and I was really kind of offended by a young woman who come up and was like, well, I just put this clear one in. No, for you, your nose screw might be just a piece of jewelry or a piece of decoration. For me, it's much more than that. It's not just jewelry. It's not just decoration. It's part of who I am. It's part of my spirituality. It's part of my culture that I have built for myself, and part of something I have drawn out of my multitude, interweaving of heritages, and accepted and made part of me. So, yeah. I work tomorrow. I know the gentleman whose office I had to go back to and talk to will not be working tomorrow, and then he won't be back till Monday. So I guess all I can do is wait and see if I'm going to be fired, because I have no plans on stopping wearing my nose screw. I think the last time I took it out was to put something in that was more like flashy, up to date, more blingy, for a wedding. That for and then I put this one right back in, and that was like, I don't know, it was years ago now, and I said, just I if I was going to be removing this one, it would probably be to put something fancier in for a special occasion. I don't take it out, and I told them I can be flexible on the earrings if you feel that this is excessive. I don't mind adjusting this, but this is like non-negotiable for me. I don't. Like I said, I'm just really kind of confused and flabbergasted, and inclusion is welcoming. I'm suddenly not welcome. My differences, accepting differences, my differences are suddenly unacceptable, as per usual in my life. I guess as far as openly sharing their perspectives, that's okay for everybody but me. And as far as bringing their whole selves to the Home Depot every day, I guess that's everybody but me too. I guess I'm gonna wait and see what happens. Then I'm jabbering on now, and I'm gonna stop.